Yeah, God himself has shown us the way to find that true meaning and purpose as a human person. And he revealed that to us in Jesus. You know, we get that incredible line from St. Paul where he says, you know, that we must take on the mind of Christ, who, though he was in the form of God, in other words, although he was God, he emptied himself. Emptied himself. God emptied himself and took the form of a slave, being born in the likeness of men. He was known to be of human estate, and it was thus that he humbled himself, obediently accepting even death, a death on a cross. Jesus is the ultimate revelation of God, showing us how we are to be, how we are to find true meaning, purpose, happiness, peace in our life. It's not by actually building ourselves up and by having things and getting power and getting control and being in control of my life. We think this is what's going to bring us happiness. But what Jesus shows us is it's just the opposite. It's in emptying ourselves, being humble, living for others, and not for ourselves. This is where we find true meaning and purpose. Jesus, remember, they got that great scene on the road where, the apostles, still caught up very much in the way the world looks at things, are arguing among themselves about who's the most important among us, And Jesus, you can almost feel his frustration. And he stops and he turns to them and he says, "What are you talking about?" Of course, then they're all kind of very embarrassed. He says, "Look, you know how the rulers of the world exercise their authority. They make their importance felt. It cannot be like that with you. You must, the one who wants to be first must serve the needs of all." He says, "For the Son of Man," referring to himself, "the Son of Man has come not to be served, but to serve and to give his life." He teaches us these profound teachings in the Sermon on the Mount. He gives us the Beatitudes. He turns the world's way of looking at things on its head. Blessed are the poor in spirit, or blessed are the poor. Blessed are those who mourn. Blessed are those who are persecuted. He turns the worldly wisdom, if you will, completely on its head. And he says, blessed are those. Blessed, happy. Why are people who have everything can be so miserable? And yet people who have very little of what this world can give them are some of the most joyful, happy, fulfilled, loving people that you know. People who have nothing but would give you everything they have if you were in need. There's something, a lesson in there that for us. And that's why, I think Jesus this is what he's trying to show us, is that it's by emptying ourselves and not filling ourselves with ourselves, by emptying ourselves for others, that we find true peace and joy and meaning in our life.